control it.
You know,
I think we should go to Congress, talk to Trump. Maybe he'll change it for us.
He'll deport my ass. You know, it's just it's like James, tell him what happened with you, and then your phone stopped ringing. Tell him your situation. So James calls me about 2 weeks ago, and this is what happened. James, tell him your story.
Yeah, so my Google My Business got I guess disabled because I changed a few things, but I didn't change a lot of things, you know. And out of nowhere, I guess they were asking for like insurance and LLC documents. I think they were doing that to a lot of people because a lot of people, you know, I called around and asked a few people and then was doing it with them too. But it affected me dramatically. I mean, I lost so many. I wasn't working for like 2 weeks straight because I was trying to get it figured out. And I mean, I was pulling in some jobs, you know, maybe like a job a day versus, you know, me doing 3 jobs a day. But, you know, it even got bad to where I was doing a job a week. You know, it was bad.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. My thing is that bothers me is like, we have no choice but to be on Google. You know what I mean? Like we let our business, you go and you start a business, and if it's not on Google, you're screwed.
Well, you can be on other platforms, but they're not as powerful as Google. Google controls the majority of your business. 90% of your stuff is coming from Google, right? I mean, you could be on another platform and get there, but you're not going to your phone's not going to ring like it does from Google. I mean, I've had that happen where my phone was shut off for, I think it was like almost a month. My shit was suspended. It was completely shut down. I didn't know what was going on. 100% just shut it down. And my shit was suspended for some stupid thing. I don't even know what I did. I don't even think I did anything. And they just suspended my account.
James, you got a question?
No, yeah, I just wanted to follow up what he said. Yeah, that's how my business is, man. 90% of my business comes from Google. I mean, the other 10% is from like Nextdoor, Facebook, kind of, you know, website. I mean, it's, you know, kind of helps, but I mean, it's mainly Google.
Yeah. 100%.
You know, I always think like somebody like James, but let's just say someone that starts right now and they get on Google My Business and they get a few jobs off of Google My Business, because Google My Business can transform your business. It can really do something for your business. And then, okay, so you have a website that you built and you started to Google My Business, and then the phone starts ringing and you're like, oh yeah, man. And all of a sudden you buy a new truck, you buy a new trailer because you're making that money. And then all of a sudden, whack, you get suspended. How did we get to that point that Google, and how is this guy that just started his business, just bought a truck and a trailer because Google seduced him? And you know what? I think that's how they can trick you into start buying ads. Lonnie, what do you think?
Absolutely. You get your business coming in, and then all of a sudden something happens, like a Google update, or even one of your competitors comes in and puts a review under your Google business profile under review, and suddenly you're not getting any calls anymore. Now you have to compensate that, and that's the only way to do it is Google Ads. They don't like to give away free stuff.
You know, here's another one for you. Here's one for you. Here's one for you. So imagine this, your competitor across town, and you want to eliminate him. So you get on his Google My Business account. You Google him, you Google, junkguysdfw. You get on there and you give him a bad review. He knows it's from you. So he picks up the phone and he gets online, logs into his Google My Business and starts messing with it. You know what I mean? And then automatically Google notices that and they suspend you for messing with your Google. Because now it's like you want to update something. Okay, updates are okay, but once you change your hours, they're going to suspend you. Once you say that you're transgender, they're going to suspend you. It just seems anything that you change on it these days, they suspend you. And then we allowed the business to get that way.
I don't think we allowed it, dude. Like, you have no control over it. So you didn't allow it. You allow it if you have control. You have no control what Google controls.
So
They control the world, dude.
Yeah.
They control it.
yeah,
Let's think about it. They control everything.
they suspended Maddie last week, and I think he's still suspended as of now. I'm not sure. And he's like, Dad, he calls me. He goes, Dad, big man, they suspended me. I got this email, and it's bad. I said, dude, don't worry about it. I said, you're ranked #1 on Google. You still get phone calls. And that day, he got one phone call all day, and he got all paranoid. He's like, oh, my God, loses his mind. He's like, oh, my, what do I do? And he calls me the next day, and his phone just starts ringing. It's still suspended right now. As of today, it's still suspended, but we're still getting jobs. I told Maddie, mine gets suspended all the time. I either turn him back on or I turn him back on. But a newcomer like James that is all pumped up, ready to work, and then gets suspended, dude, that sucks. That sucks. Can anybody see if Junk Guys Frisco is still suspended? Can you find it in the Google Maps? And I think it's getting slow for a lot of people out there. It just feels like it's getting slow.
There it is.
Did you find it? Anybody looking for it?
Are you slow, Ricardo?
We get slow and then we get really
I don't
busy.
see them.
You don't see it? Yeah. It's still suspended then.
Yeah,
No, it's like we average a lot of jobs. So like today was a three jobs. We did 3 jobs today. As a matter of fact, James helped me out today. James came to work with me. And we did 3 jobs. And then yesterday we did 3 jobs on Monday too. And to me, that's slow to me because I'm so accustomed to making like 8 or 9 jobs a day. And then I don't know. And then we land a big job and we're okay then.
Yeah. So if you're like, oh, I'm slow, I just did 1 job today, or I did one job. But if those jobs are like $800 to $1,000 a day job, you're not really that slow, right? You're making good money.
Yeah, you're making good money.
Gotta be happy.
I agree. I agree.
Instead of running around, like, it's great doing the refrigerators, doing like $100 job here and there, but you got to run all around. If you do an $800 job a day, you're fucking golden. That's what we're doing, 5 to 1,000 a day right now. 1 job.
I'd rather do that.
Some days I'd rather do that.
I'd rather do that. I'd rather have, one good job at $350, $500, and I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, dude!
And you're done.
I'm done for the day.
I think a lot of people count on Google. I don't think they get I think they get sucked into the Junkable business, like you've discussed in the past, with like all these people online saying, oh, you can make so much money, come and it's so easy, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And it sounds super easy, but I mean, you got your periods where you're getting like 1 or 2 calls a day and you're like, what the fuck am I doing? And Google has, like, you're doing everything on Google, even though they control it, but you still got to knock on doors and you still got to do flyers. You still got to fucking pound the pavement because, like you said, too many people rely 100% on Google. I mean, I've gotten a lot of good jobs just going into places and then all of a sudden they call you back for a job. And I have a couple people like that right now that always call us because I just walked into their office a couple times. And I think that's really important to do.
Yeah, makes sense. He was Clinton, did you get a chance to talk to Maddie about his things got suspended? Clinton, did you talk to Maddie about his thing getting suspended?
No, he didn't tell me about it.
Oh, he didn't. Because you were with him Sunday, weren't you, or something like that?
Yeah, we went scootering around, ripping up the town, man.
Yeah, crazy.
That's what we did. We had fun, man.
This
I took him here. I took him to the skate park.
This is what I don't understand. I'm friends with Clinton. Like, Clinton's my friend. And then I call me and he's hanging out with Clinton. I'm like, what the fuck? That's my friend. And now Clinton and Maddie are like BFFs. And I'm like left out in the cold. They have these $800 fucking scooters. And I'm like,
busy.
yeah. And I'm like, what?
Check out my board. You like that, guys?
That's some Nick shit. That's Nick. That's kind of shit. Like, no,
Nick likes it. Nick likes it. He's ready. Look, here's my all the time. The wave's always here, Nick. It never leaves.
Can you write that? Can you really write that?
Yeah, I'm riding the shit out of it right now talking to you.
No, with the camera. Hold it in front of you and go down that hill. I want to see
No,
this.
hang on. Hold on.
He's going to fucking...
Here, let me go down this. But this skateboard ain't the one I'm supposed to be on right now. This is going to suck. See that?
Ricardo, you need to go to skateboard. You can be buddies.
Fuck that.
Yeah, man. That's what you need to start doing.
You get one of those trikes, Ricardo. Get on your trike.
Get you some rollerblades.
Yeah. So anyway, I was talking to Maddie, and he goes, "Dad, what are we gonna do if they get suspended? Are we gonna do ads?" And I said, "That's the mistake that people do right then and there.
Yeah.
That's it right there. You get antsy." You got your shit suspended, and that's exactly what I think Google does to you. They're like, they scare you, and they suck you in. I said, dude, Maddie, we're not gonna do any ads, bro. We're not gonna do ads. So then I started thinking of one of my competitors, right? And he spends a little over $3,000 with Top Dog Marketing, and
Top Dog.
Yeah, and when business is slow. When business is slow, it's slow for everyone. It's slow for Google, Yelp, Thumbtack, Home Advisor, ads. For everyone, it's slow.
You know it's slow when they start calling you and they try to suck you in.
There you go.
And they're hammering you.
So that it's slow. So imagine you have these bills and so a slow month is like October. A slow month's October, right? October rolls around. You're March through July, you're spending $3,000 a month, and then October comes around and you're still spending the $3,000 because you're sucked into the whole fact that you got to buy ads to get more business, and the business isn't there. It just isn't there.
So what happened with the whole thing with Google, and they were sued for all those ads people were paying for? Did you hear about that?
No. What happened?
There's a huge class action lawsuit with Google because all these people were fucking paying for these big ads, and they were all like, it was all manipulated. Google manipulated the whole thing. The more money you made or more money you spent, they're taking care of you, and they were just taking people's money. And there's a huge lawsuit right now going on.
Really?
Google. Yeah, you should Google it out, find it out.
Huh.
Because they're manipulating the whole thing.
No, go ahead, Vince.
I do have a lot of experience with the suspensions. Usually it's a few things that trigger the suspension. It's usually mainly three things. You're going in there and you're editing, like you said, you're editing your hours, whether you're homosexual or not, whatever it is. Right. And then another one is your competitors are reporting you. They're going over there and saying, this is not the correct address, blah, 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 blah. And then the third one is most people don't realize you're not supposed to put a home address on your Google My Listing because Google's really smart and they figure it out. I got away with it for several years, 4 or 5 years. And then they figured out that I had a home residence and they suspended me.
So what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to have a place of business?
So you got to have it listed as a service business where you go to people's addresses and there's no address. You just put in your key locations, like the zip codes, or you get an office space. And then that's what happens. That's what Google did. So they suspended me and I said, okay, hey, I have an address. I have an office. So they wanted me to take a video of my office. Send in my LLC, all that bullshit, and then they unsuspended me. But I was suspended, bro, for almost a whole year one time, and it fucked me up bad.
God damn. So wait,
Yeah.
wait, Lonnie, I got a question for you because I would think you know the answer. Your competitor can send you, like, they can report you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can go out to Google, your Google business profile, and it'd be a suggest and edit. You can do that on the web page, phone number, uh,
All they have to do is
everything.
just
Yeah, everything you can suggest and edit. And once that's, let's say, like you don't get that email that somebody made an edit or suggested an edit, and you let that go, and then you come back to it and you make the change back to what it's supposed to be. You get like an instant. That will definitely cause a suspension.
I
yeah.
don't understand. Somebody could go to your website or to your Google My Business and make an edit.
Oh yeah.
Suggest an edit.
Change your
Yeah,
address.
yeah. Just relook at the Google My Business. Just look at yours. It says suggest an edit under it. You can do that, and then it's reported.
That's why you're always supposed to update your Google or look at it at least every day, so that way be on top of it.
Then you get your next level people that
Wow,
pay
that's fucked up.
some Pakistanis to write
Backlinks.
1,000 reviews, and they can suspend that too, and you won't get that back. And that's called profile hijacking.
Oh, I've heard about that. I heard about that.
What's
nasty.
that one? I didn't hear that.
Get
Yeah,
this shit.
profile hijacking.
Go ahead, Lonnie, explain it to him. I'll
wanna
tell you
hear
what
it.
happened to one of my friends.
What has happened, or like it's a kind of like a little scandal, if you will, where
You use
they
WhatsApp.
have several people, like several new Google accounts, posting a review on your account, saying like with 1 star, and you like in overnight 100 reviews or something like that, 100
Right.
different accounts.
I've heard of this. I've heard of
and
this.
They take that count down.
Holy fuck.
Watch this. Watch this. You want to hear how close it is? Indio, tell your story.
Yeah, I woke up 2 Sundays ago to a bad review. I was like, what the heck is going on? I look at the name, and I'm like, this doesn't make sense. So I respond. I said, hey, listen, send me an invoice, send me proof that we did a job, and here's my number. They call me with a +63 number or something. It's not in this country. So the person had the nerve to call me and say, hey, listen, somebody told me to leave you a bad review, but I can fix it, and I can give you a whole bunch of good reviews for $100. I was like, I thought this guy was joking. This guy said, well, if you don't give me the $100, I'm going to post 15 bad reviews back to back. And,
Oh my God.
and I swear to you, he did it. He did it. I was like, holy crap. I thought he was full of crap.
What a
So
What a
I didn't know
fucker.
what to do, but there's 3 little dots on every review that you get. You hit on that and you report it. So Google knows that if something's strange going on, especially from a different IP address, they will recognize that. But I did my YouTube video, and there was a lady saying, do this, and if 3 days Google doesn't respond to you, then you go to the next step, and then you go to so it's like 3 steps. So, but I said, listen, on every review that he left me, I said, folks, this is an Indian scam. Don't listen to I replied on every 15 bad reviews. I replied, and let me tell you something. They knew what to say. This guy came late. The other one was, he said he promised this price, and he came out with this price. Like, I mean,
Yeah, they're good with it.
They knew exactly what to write, and I was shocked. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy what they're doing now. It's crazy.
So how
Let me
long
ask
did
you a
it take
question
to
real
get back
quick.
on?
Ask the question again.
How long were you suspended for, India?
Oh, I didn't get suspended. What
Okay.
it did was it took my 5-star review down to like 4.8.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I never got suspended. What happened was this guy just, I'm just saying, this is a scam. There's a
He just
scam
fucked
out there,
Did
These
you have
guys do it.
a WhatsApp account?
I have a WhatsApp, but he didn't do it
So-
through WhatsApp. I don't know where he went through on that, but he called me directly. I'm telling you, the guy had some big one, and he was like, hey, if you don't give me the 100, and he kept texting me. I got all the texts and everything. You gonna send me that? You gonna send me that $100? I'm like, no. I was trying to figure out. We don't. What's the term that the president said? We don't give it to terrorists. I wanted to say that so bad. I couldn't think of it, but I was like, I don't give it to terrorists. One of those things.
You can negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah, there you go. I wanted to say that, but I couldn't. I was so mad, bro.
Yeah, because once you start paying them, when's it gonna stop?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, exactly right.
I would have told him to suck my dick. I'd have hung up on his ass.
Well, when somebody goes through and what they do, and they did what they did, I was like, wait a minute, I'm not gonna piss them off more. I'm just not I'm not gonna acknowledge it.
Fuck with you more, dude.
It was either fight or flight.
There's a link to this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's what it is I found out. I know a couple of people that get targeted like this. And it's usually they have a WhatsApp or a Messenger connected to their Facebook account, and then they call your number, because a lot of these scams, they're Indian, like you said, and they get your information through WhatsApp. Anybody that I ask, do you have a WhatsApp? They say yes. They're the ones that are getting targeted with this.
That's really fucked up, man.
It's linked, the WhatsApp and all that.
Turn that off on your Google business profile. Don't allow texting.
Yeah, you got to turn all that off.
We need to send those fuckers to Alligator Alcatraz.
Or the CCOT.
We're gonna have to go into India to do it, though.
Bro,
No, fuck that. I'm good.
I don't do it here. I didn't do it. I did not do it. Listen, here's me negotiating with Lonnie about his Google My Business page. Listen, Mr. Lonnie York, I got you. It now been supposedly hijacked. I want $10 American sent to me on my WhatsApp account.
I want 10 rupee from you.
Shut up, dude, Nick. This is my show, bro. This is my fucking show. You will send me, or I will make your house explode, Lonnie. Right now, send me my fucking money. $10. Right now.
You sound like a sick Mexican.
Should I try it with my wife? She goes, You're sounding Australian now. I've heard about this hijacking. I have heard about this hijacking. It's weird. I don't know how they're like pulling it off, but man, when you rely on Google My Business, like I said, when you rely on Google My Business, you're gonna have to pay it. And you're naive. You're naive. I don't know, man. It's
fucking scary, dude.
Yeah.
People get that shit just fuck with you for no reason.
They just do it, dude.
I mean, what's the reason? But what's the reason behind it? Are they trying to extort money from you because they tried to get $100 from India, and India's like pound sand, you fucking sand monkey? But what the fuck?
You gangster, bro. You gangster.
For $100 fucking dollars, dude.
Yep.
What the fuck?
So one of my
Hey, that's like $500 over there.
God damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I remember here's a haunted house scam last year.
I don't want to hear about a haunted house.
Some kids walked through there, like 3 teenagers, and they're like, this is what they said. They said, bro, they touched us inside the haunted house, and we didn't have a good time. We want to do it again. I'm like, what? You didn't have a good time, but you want to do it again? Yeah, we just want to go through it again. I'm like, fucking scammers.
Did you let him go?
Hell no, I ran him out of there.
You should have told him. You should have said, listen, go into that room is extra touching.
Extra touch.
No charge.
I will tell you what I'll tell you what I did. And this is how Google My Business busted us, okay?
Little fuckers.
So we had a soccer team come in. It was 32 girls, and I took advantage of this whole thing. I said, you know what? I said, I'm going to give them backstage to these girls. They were in their soccer. They just came off a tournament and came to the haunted house. And I said, okay, girls, listen, I'm going to get y'all out of the line. I'm going to give you a behind the scenes of the haunted house. Oh my God, they're going crazy. Oh my God. So we sent them in the back behind the scenes. And I said, the reason I'm doing this is because I want everybody to give me a Google review. They're like, yeah, we'll do it. I said, it's called Junkyard Haunted House. And I checked everybody's phones. I'm looking through everybody. Okay, I'm going to show y'all. So I walk them through the whole haunted house. Everything's over, everything. All of a sudden, my phone starts beeping. Beep, beep, you got a review. Beep, beep, you got a review. The next morning, I had 30 reviews. And then the next day, Google took them all down. And they're all legit reviews. It's because they happened so fast.
It was too many at the same time.
Yep, it was too many at the same time.
Yeah.
All 30 of them got taken off. All 30 of them, dude. Yep. And I went backstage and I showed them a good time, and I'm like, dude, they were all gone, dude. And I couldn't do nothing. I shouldn't have told them. I said, hey, just few of y'all write a review. You know what I mean? Just give me a handful. So they all got lost, and I wasted my time giving these girls a.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, it sucked. And dude, I was back there, bro, and I was like, girls, we do this. Here's the chainsaws.
You're selling it.
Oh, bro, I was like, I was selling the motherfucker, bro. I was selling it hard. And I'm like, and they were all excited. And I said, let's go to this area. This is where they exit, and you'll see the chainsaw guy will chase them down. And they chased them down, and they were like, oh my God, it's so funny. It's so funny. And then I'm gonna let y'all put you on the line, and then at the end. Next day, I had 30 some odd reviews, and then I was like, "Oh shit, it worked! It worked!" All 5-star reviews, and then the next day they took them all down. Every last one of them.
Hey, you know what you can do? Like,
That's one thing that Google's pissing me off. I just lost a review yesterday. I can get 20 reviews, and I'll lose about 4 or 5 of them, and they're all legit. It aggravates the shit out of me.
You know, I don't know how they control it, or they got some Habibs down there controlling it. I don't know how it happens. Is it AI controlling it? Lonnie, do you know who controls this shit? Are they doing this in California? Or are they doing this in India? Or is this AI stuff? Do you know anything like that?
When your Google business reviews?
Yeah, I mean, who's fucking...
That's actually part of the maps. That's not part of your Google business review. It's not it's 2 separate entities there with Google.
But my question to you, Lonnie, is like, who controls that shit? Who's controlling it?
A logarithm math, it's just math.
Bots.
No, I mean, are they American? Are they Indian people?
No. I think Larry
bots.
Page at night, he goes through them all and he fucking gets you out of there.
Indio, you got a question, brother? Go ahead.
yeah, no, I was thinking I don't know if you give out physical tickets or maybe you could do some popcorn and just say anybody who leaves a review, if they walk away, maybe they get a free popcorn or something like that, some sort of some way of saying thank you. If you leave us a review, next time you come, $2 off or something like that.
Yeah. If you give me a review, I'll let you go through the haunted house one more time. How about that?
Yeah.
Hey.
There you go.
But I think with the reviews, I think it probably
Against
has
the rules.
Like if you get a whole shitload of reviews in one day, it's gonna fucking put an alert, and it's gonna pull them out, no matter if they're legit or not, because they're like, fuck, dude, there's no way you're getting 50 reviews in a day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I got 30 in one night. Go ahead, Vince.
Just a quick insight. Be careful when you give discounts or anything. Don't make sure to tell them not to mention that, because it's against Google's guidelines to get a review for any type of discount or anything like that. So it's a good idea for sure. I used to do it all the time. But I mentioned it on the Facebook groups that I give discounts for Google reviews, and somebody went and fucking did some shady shit. But yeah, it's against the guidelines. If you go and read it, you can't give out discounts or any type of incentive for reviews. It has to be solely from the customer.
I've heard of people buying reviews. Like people buy reviews. I know somebody here. James, will you tell us about that, James?
Yeah, no, I never bought any reviews. Y'all all thought I did, because I mean, what I did was I just gave an initiative. What I did was I just told him, I was like, hey, if you leave me a review, I'll take $10 off, or leave me a review and I'll you can throw one more item in there, like a chair, one more small item in there, and normally they do it right in front of me, and that's how I've gotten like You know, right now I think I'm sitting at like 135-star reviews.
Yeah, that's how we do it. I was at 480 and I'm just dropping reviews. I don't know why Google's taking my reviews, but yeah, Google's not dumb, guys. They'll figure it out.
You know, my thing. Listen, I will tell you this. I have 22 reviews. My phone rings all fucking day, and I don't rely. I don't. We just put so much emphasis in these reviews. I don't understand how it works. I can't remember, like, years and years ago when I was the only dumbass out there doing junk removal, if I was ranking in the maps. Because I know if you Google me, I don't show up anywhere. My phone just rings.
Yeah, it's important though, for sure.
Yeah, I bet it is. I know for Maddie to call me and be like, "Oh, Dad, you know this? What are you gonna do?" I said, "Dude, don't worry about it. We've been doing this too long. The phone will still ring. The phone will still ring." James, you got a question, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just wanted to say so. I feel like, you know, not only have you been doing it for, 20 years, but I think since you have so much organically, like, you know, organic traffic, I feel like you getting the reviews anymore doesn't really matter, obviously, but I feel like if you're just starting out, or even, even anybody in here, kind of, if they've only been doing it for the past 5 years, I feel like those reviews really matter, because nowadays, I mean, I don't know, I just feel like that helps a lot. I mean, unless you have a strong ass website,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, customers mention all the time. That's why they use us, because our reviews, it's
yeah,
it's very
and
helpful.
that also helps too. I mean, if I buy something off Amazon, I'm not gonna, I look at the reviews. I'm not gonna buy a fucking, this bike if it only has one review versus a bike that has 600 reviews.
Right. Oh yeah. If I see one bad review, I'm already feeling skeptical about whether I should buy it or not.
Exactly.
And
Okay.
I'll go through it and read it, see if it's a Karen or not.
Let me say something. I asked. I did like for a week because Carson would not leave me the fuck alone. Ask your customers. And I started asking my customers how they found me. And they were like, "No, we just Googled fridge removal and you were number one, or hot tub, whatever it was." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And I said, "Listen, did you ever see me on the maps?" And this girl, she said something really important to me. She goes, "Oh, you mean these things?" And she pulled up on her phone. I said, "Yeah, these three companies. Did you see me on there?" And she goes, "No, because those are the ones that charge a lot because they have to pay to be up there." And I'm like, "No, this is organic."
Yeah.
I mean, it's not organic. It's in the maps. It's geo tracking your location. I said, "No, these are organic." And she goes, "Oh, they are?" And I'm like, "Yeah, ma'am." And I said, "No." She goes, "Oh, I never touched those because I know they're just going to charge a lot if they're paying for ads."
I've heard that too. I've heard that. So.
Okay. There is a misconception with the consumer out there. Lonnie, go ahead, Lonnie.
Well, I bet something that you can implement to your website is a review section, so you can own your own reviews, and then you don't have to lose them.
True. That is true. I used to copy and paste them. I used to have a review page a long, long time ago. Just have a review page. You got a question, Vince?
No, I never took it down.
No. Hey, James, I text you somebody's name. Don't say it online, okay? Did you see that, James?
Yes, I seen it.
Okay, so this guy texted me, and he said that he had a conversation with you about me. What happened? Did you say?
Yeah. I mean, they kind of contacted me and.
Whoa. Wait. He contacted you?
Yes. Yeah. They contacted
Are you
me
sure?
out of nowhere.
Are you sure he contacted you?
100%.
Okay, so he picked up the phone and called you, or he texted you?
No, they were commenting on my TikToks, because my TikTok's really big. I mean, I get 400,000 views, pretty much on every video. I have a pretty big TikTok, but
Right.
So they started commenting on my TikTok and were like kind of making fun of, charging so much for this and so much for that. And, saying I don't have business insurance and, how am I charging this and paying all my bills and paying
Right.
this. But, they don't understand, I guess, the resources that I have and what I do with this stuff that I get. I'm not saying that I legally dump it, but, I have resources where I can take certain things like fridges,
Okay. But the question to you, James, wasn't that. Where did it lead to my name?
Yeah, they just kind of brought in the mix about how or actually let me find the messages. Let me find them and I'll tell you exactly what they said.
Yeah, shoot them to me. Shoot them to me because I just heard about this the other day.
Junk Guys has haters all around the world, bro.
No shit.
I can't post a video without somebody asking me about, are you with Ricardo and this and that? I just tell them to mind their own.
Jesus Christ, dude. The new guy in Los Angeles, San Fernando Valley. He said, he contacted me. He goes, "Hey man, just out of curiosity, you got a lot of people that hate you, don't you?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Because I got my first 2 haters already. They're hounding me about how it works and they're asking me about." And I'm like, "Dude, listen, I'm going to tell you something, bro. I'm going to tell you something. That's just going to come with the territory right there." I said, "That's good. Don't worry about it. That's good, bro. Because, when your website's built, he doesn't have a website yet." I said, "When the website's built, they're going to bring you traffic." You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. They're going to be clicking on that shit.
Yeah, they're going to be clicking on that shit. So it's good business. It's good business. And we have such a good name that people like go and get nosy. And like James, like what James was saying, the guy gets on James' TikToks, makes fun of James, and then probably goes over and he's giving you TikTok traffic, James. He's giving you traffic, and then he says shit about me. Here it is. Here it is. Let me see what this fool said about me.
Who is it?
This company that's local. Some
in Texas.
Yeah. Have you ever seen how tall he is, James?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, he's shorter than you. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, I can't really find them, but I do remember them saying about how you have like no insurance and like you don't have trailers or something like that. And they were just talking mad crap just about how you run, and something about how you don't even run a legitimate business, but and how they were saying like, "Oh, Ricardo's your dad because you go to work with him," and just kind of just making just a whole bunch of remarks, just
oh wow,
talking crap.
That's not
nice. He said something about you the other day on the text, and I just like, what? I don't know, bro. I was watching TV. I didn't even pay attention to idiot. Hey, go ahead, Carson. What's up, man?
Who are you guys talking about?
I'll text you it. I don't want to bring up his name on the thing because I don't want to give him any traffic.
Well, no, now I'm curious. What did he say?
What'd you say?
What did he say? I'm curious.
Oh, I was putting my trucks and my trailers for sale on Facebook to get rid of them and stuff. And I was asking $2,000, and then I asked $1,000. I'm like, just come and pick this bitch up for free, practically, Yeah. And he replied to one of the comments. Facebook messaged me and he said, "Nobody wants that shit." And I'm like, I said, "Shit, I'll give you one, motherfucker. Come and pick it up, but you come personally, come pick it up, And we just started going back and forth the whole time.
Yeah, that guy's a joke, man.
Dude, he attacks everyone. He got after. He got after. Area? Yeah. He attacked Maddie. Then he went after Brandon. You know Brandon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know who you guys are talking about. He probably even reached out to me. I talked to Maddie about him.
That's right. That's him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's who it is. That's exactly who it is.
He's always commenting under my shit, asking me questions, and
yeah, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This is what this psycho did. He sent me a picture of Maddie at the landfill unloading his trailer.
He's a
And I'm like,
scholar.
what?
Yeah, he's weird like that. Bro.
And then get this. A few days later, like, no, I'm not even gonna say a few days. The next day, he sent a picture of Maddie's home and Maddie's truck in front of his house.
Dude, you should call ICE on him.
Bro,
That's what I told Maddie.
You should.
he took a picture at Maddie's house. Dude, I'm not. No, I know. So what we're doing right now, Alex, because he's probably watching this video, we're just stacking up the stuff before we go and report him. You know what I mean? We're just stacking up the stuff right now. And any emails or texts like that you could send me, James, would help me out. You know what I mean? Because this guy's he attacked Brandon, and Brandon sent me all the texts. Brandon sent me all the texts that talking about me.
I'll go back and look, but yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I
you know,
remember.
whenever you get a chance, bro. You know, we're gonna wait until it. I was hoping to confront him at the landfill one day, but he hasn't been at the landfill.
Dude, we had like a 30-minute conversation just going back and forth. I mean, and I didn't even want to deal with it anymore just because, you know, I don't talk crap nobody. You know, I don't want to be that person. You know, if you're going around talk crap in other junk removal companies, you're not gonna make it long. You know, I mean,
yeah.
And also, it's just not the right thing to do. I mean, you know, if you're better than somebody, okay, then you know, keep it to yourself, or you know, just do more jobs than them. I mean, I don't know. I think it's good. You know, I mean, you help people out. You know, you help me out. You give me jobs here and there. You don't. I mean, ever ask for a lot. And I mean, I just think that's how it should be. I mean, I think that you should, you know, help other companies out. I mean, don't help your enemy or whoever out, but I mean, you can still lift them up while you're lifting yourself up, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
100%.
No, this dude is crazy, bro. He is crazy. He's probably gonna send me a text tonight. Oh, you're talking. Oh, shit. Sorry, log me in. Sorry, Joe. Where's Sorry Joe at? I don't see you, Sorry Joe. Log me in. Oh, yeah, he's watching. So one of my local guys. I don't know, Sergio. Have you? He's watching the video. Have you heard about this guy? Has he bothered you, Sergio? If you're listening, just text me back, and I'll reply. But yeah, this guy's like been all over. And he contacted. Did you know he contacted Carson? Vince, did you know he contacted Carson? Yeah, and James.
Oh,
James,
wow.
yeah,
What
James
the
didn't
fuck?
know that either. He contacted.
Yeah, I
Carson.
didn't know that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's weird, man. I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. He has an accent too. So same thing Nick said. I was like, call ICE on the dude, man. Like you wanna play around? All right, let's play. Dude,
Yeah,
that's
Ricardo,
just-
I never told you, but he tried to send me out. One of his buddies, I'll tell you the name of their company too. They tried to send me out on a fake job, but I ended up doing like a kind of some FBI stuff. I kind of went back and kind of got on this online thing and kind of searched up the number, and it went back to like a faulty number and all that stuff. And I knew it was them because they were texting me like a couple, like 5 minutes before that.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what the. Nah, he doesn't
At
know
this
him.
point,
Sergio
you should have enough for a stalking case, man.
Yeah, no, I am. I'm getting more information on him. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I mean, one thing is funny is like saying shit back and forth. And you know what this motherfucker did? I ain't gonna lie. He said, he tried to threaten me one time. He goes, yeah, I'll come down to your house at 4209 Huckleberry, Fort Worth, Texas. Or I'll come down to your address, 2700 Sylvan Avenue. And I texted him back. I said, I'll stop you right there, bro. If you need to know my addresses, I'll send them to you. Here's my haunted house. Here's my location. You know what I mean? I text them all that. I said, you ain't scaring me, dude. Yeah, he like brought that up. Like
What's his problem? Why?
Bro, he's jealous, bro. He's envious and jealous, bro. He's just envious and jealous, bro. He's so jealous. I mean, James, you know him just as good as I do. What's his problem, James?
Well, he's mad because he has to spend $5,000 a month on ads and you don't.
3,000.
I've heard he spent a little bit more than that.
Oh, really? Who told you that?
Him personally.
Oh shit! You know what, James?
A long ass time ago.
I'm sorry. You're right. Let me tell y'all something. I know somebody who's very close to me, who's in junk removal, said that he was using the same marketing company he was, and that my friend was spending $3,000 a month, and that this guy must have been spending double what he was, because he drives around with like 3 guys in a truck and shit like that. So that's what he told me. That's what he told me. I was wrong when I said $3,000.
So he's just a whiner.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. He's just weird, bro. He's weird.
A whine baby, dude. He's a fucking crybaby.
Yeah, he's weird, dude.
Just go punch him in the fucking head, bro. Get it over with. Just go kick his ass in the dump, dude. Fuck him.
I've never seen his truck or anything like that on the highway. Have you ever seen it, James?
No, I've never seen him anywhere. Like, I even go to the dump that he goes to. You know, I've started going there lately. Haven't seen him. I mean, I never see him ever.
Maddie,
I'm hoping one day I do, though.
Is he a guy playing girl sports?
Well, because
dude, I don't know what he's.
my truck is bigger than his, so maybe I can just run right over his.
Hey, James, if you ever have a problem with me, you have my phone number. You know what I mean? Just call me.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah, just call me. Because Maddie like is crazy, bro. Maddie's like, dude, I'll confront him. I'm like, no, you're not. He just wants fire. You know what I mean? He just like wants fire or something like that.
I mean, we can tag team it, bro.
Dude, him and everybody. I wonder how many other people he's attacked in the past. You know what I mean? Have you ever been attacked? Clinton, I'm going to text you a brand. Has anybody ever asked you questions about me, Clinton?
Wait, say it again. Sorry.
I'm gonna text you a company's name. I don't want you to say it on the chat, okay? But look at your phone. Look at your phone. Look at your phone.
Know?
Yeah,
okay,
look at
yeah. I see him everywhere on the little signs everywhere.
Okay, and has he ever contacted you about anything?
No.
No, you never had any trouble with him.
No, but I'm gonna start putting my signs out. I've been holding on for like a year.
Yeah.
And because he's all over my streets.
Oh,
like all
really?
around my house. Yeah, that's where I see him. So I'm gonna start sticking my sign in the same spot. And if he starts taking them off, then I'm gonna snatch all his shit every time I see him. Dude, I'm gonna snatch them all.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've snatched so many of his signs on purpose just for the fuck of it.
He's gonna be like, "Why are my signs this?" Because I drive the streets every day, you know. So
Yeah.
I'll just snatch them every day. He puts one up, it's gonna be gone. It's never gonna be there. But I'm gonna see if he does it. If he messes with my shit, dude, I'm gonna get him. I just need to get that shit out of my garage. I don't like my signs. I'm gonna put them out and see what happens. I'm not ready yet. I gotta do my fence stuff first.
And don't forget, I need that fence, bro.
I know. I haven't got any new ones yet, so it's gotta wait till one comes up.
Yeah, I need a fence. Fuck. My
Yeah,
haunted
bro.
house is gonna be incomplete.
Just get a bunch of pallets, dude.
I am using pallets right now.
There you go. Make a fence. You can make a house with
Hey,
pallets.
before we get off, Nick, when I was in Asia, I think we were flying to Thailand. I saw a junk removal company in the damn airport, and he's from where you're at. They have like a little army logo on their shirt. They're like a veteran people.
Is either like GI junk?
I don't know, man. I don't remember the name. Let me
Oh,
ask my
J
son.
Dog.
Could
No,
be
no, no.
J-Dog, could be GI junk. There's a bunch of them using that thing.
Oh, really?
Military and
Hey,
yeah.
Bubba. Hey, you remember the name of that junk removal company guy we saw in the airport? You don't remember the name of the company that we saw in the airport? Nah, never mind. He don't remember. I was
You know
wondering,
that's
dude.
weird. You know, hey, here's something that's crazy: is I never wear my junk guy shirt like go somewhere.
I never wear mine.
I do not, because I always get confronted by somebody, or somebody always says something to me.
My
Yeah, I
wife-
don't
Where's
want to
that
get.
top off?
Yeah, I don't want to be recorded whooping somebody's ass with a junk guy shirt on.
But that dude was in Vietnam, bro. That's
Oh,
the crazy shit.
That's crazy.
My son pointed it out. He's like, "Hey, Dad, there's a junk guy right there." I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Sure as shit, man. I saw junk removal on his shirt. I had to go ask him, dude. I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" I know, because I know in Asia, there ain't nobody picking up junk over there, bro.
Man, they just
Hell
shoot
no.
your shit.
That shit ain't happening.
That shit's going down the river to the ocean, dude.
Dude, yeah, they throw
Exactly.
that shit out the window.
It's like Bali.
Yeah, they
dude.
don't give a
throw it
shit.
everywhere.
Shit,
Fucking
they're-
It's
horrible.
all over the streets.
Yeah,
fuck.
horrible.
All
My
right, that's
friend.
all I was wondering.
My son, just shit in the bag and throw it out the window, my friend. Just shit in the bag. Shit in the bag. Don't care. Just throw it out the window. He's okay. He's okay. It's fucking crazy.
You're crazy, dude. So,
What time is it? Oh shit! It's almost time to go.
how not
right.
to build a website? Is that what this meeting's about? How not to build a website?
No, but I did see a video about some guy, and he was saying some stuff about how to start a junk removal business. And he was saying some stuff, and I was like, damn, he's not lying. He was saying it right, and I was like, damn, that's not bad. I forgot his name, but I think Robert, you sent me a link. I think Robert sent me a link about this guy, and the first 3 things about how to start a junk removal were honestly, they were true. They were real true. I was like, damn, he's got me. Go ahead, James.
Man, I just wanted to say, I feel like me and you, Ricardo, I feel like we're doing something wrong.
What is that, bro?
You know, I don't think both of our wives, I think they need to be working with us.
Our wives need to be working with us?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I just think it would bring more publicity.
Yeah,
More tips for sure.
Yeah, more tips for sure. You know, I'll
Yeah.
tell you something, James. James, you want me to tell you who gets a lot of fucking tips? Maddie. Maddie gets a shitload of tips. He gets a shitload of tips. Dude, I will get a tip like once a week. Maddie, almost like 90 percentile. They see him as a little kid, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, he works in those rich areas. He's got
No,
the rich
bro.
area on
No,
lock,
bro. Let me tell you something, James. Before I gave Junk Guys Frisco to Maddie, I owned it. It was my territory.
Yeah.
And I never got tips. I always got tips like once a week. And Maddie, I've been to work with him, and I'll stand back and I'll notice him, and they give him a tip.
Damn.
And I'll be like, you son of a bitch. Every job, bro, it's like 90 percentile. He'll get a tip. Even if it's $5 or $10, he's getting something. I rarely get tips. Who gets tipped all the time? Who gets tipped all the time?
All the time.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious, Vince?
Yeah, I use Square, and Square at the end of every transaction.
Nah. Don't
The
play that
tip.
shit with me. Don't play with that shit.
It literally, they
You're
feel
like Dutch
obligated.
bros, motherfucker. You're like Dutch bros, forcing fuckers.
They
if use
feel
a credit card.
obligated. Yes, they feel obligated, bro. And I tell them it's on your discretion, you know.
Bro.
And I just
I think
remind
it's
them.
awesome.
I'll say something like, "Oh, what a nice car," or "Wow, you can fit your car in here now." And then it'll be like, "You're right," and they'll leave me a tip.
I'm gonna mute him. Hey, Nick, you get tips?
I get tips. I think because they think I'm elderly. I'm old. And I'm like, hey, here's some money, you fucking poor motherfucker. I'm
They're
like,
working the
"Thanks,
shit
bro.
out
See
of
you
me.
later."
That's legit. That's legit. Hey, do you ever like?
I'm like, oh fuck, no, dude. The other day I fell out of my truck. My ramp was up like this, and the ramp fucking went down. I fucking rolled, and the owner was in the garage watching me. She had a heart attack, dude. She thought I was gonna sue her ass. I'm like, I'm okay, it's fine. She gave me like a $200 tip, dude. She said,
Just
get the fuck
grunt.
out of here, bro. Get the fuck out.
If you grunt really loud, they'll feel bad for you.
Dude, I
It's-
was just like, just give me 5 minutes, bro.
Do you have a line, like an elderly line that you say at the end of your end of your junk removal to try to get a tip?
No, everybody's like, fuck, bro. Look at you. You don't look fucking 75. I'm like, I know, bro. I'm 45 this year.
Dude, if I was Nick, I'd still take advantage of that. I'd be saying something like, ma'am, the bill's $350 and my, if
I'd
you
be like, my social security check hasn't come in right now, ma'am. Can you give me some more money? Here's your $1,500 bill for those 4 boxes, bitches.
That's stupid, dude. All right, man. We'll catch up next Tuesday night, guys. Everybody have a good night, okay? Get out of the truck with the cane. There you go.
All right, man. You have a good night, fellas.
You too, brother.